Move on to match number 6, and who have we got this match?
We got number 2 seed Jordon Schuss from I think Langley area in
Yeah,
BC.
he's out in the Vancouver area, yeah, for sure.
And then our number 6 seed Bryan Hirst, who won his first match.
He's already played. Now, Jordan actually won the TPC here last November. So again, a bowler with experience in this bowling alley. He's got a good resume. He was good through youth bowling. And,
He's a former Regina Classic champion as well.
So it's got a good resume. Knows how to handle pressure. And Bryan proved, being down 4-1 early on in his match, that he can stay calm and come back and win a match. So again, 2 good bowlers, and let's get her going.
Yeah, for sure. And even Bryan is kind of the cool, calm guy.
Yeah.
Jordan can show some intensity at times, and we'll see how it goes.
It'll be fun. Let's go.
Okay, so Jordan has elected for Bryan to go first.
Okay.
So Jordan will finish then first, and Bryan will be have the 10th frame. Bryan will bowl 1 frame now, and then Jordan will bowl 2 frames, and then they'll alternate 2 at a time.
And we're playing for $100 a frame.
Again, we got a couple of contrasting styles here. Again, Bryan getting down a little bit lower and bending a little more at the waist, and the ball out in front of him. Gets really good roll on the ball.
Chop off.
Chop off to start.
So Jordan's our number 2 seed here, so he's already starting with $350 in his pocket. So we paid out the top 4 again.
The top 4 seeds, yes.
Because they get a buy in the first round. Get a little bit of cash.
Interesting. Jordan has said that he hasn't bowled a whole lot in the last few months. So just a few reps here and there in the last little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly he can gain his focus and gain his ball control.
Most of these players have bowled enough in their life, though, that it only takes a little bit of bowling, maybe some practice games or whatever, before they get here to get that muscle memory, to refine it. They've done all the hard work in their younger years, developing their style and their rhythm.
Looks good.
That was a good shot.
Good
Great
roll.
start for Jordan. That's what he wanted.
Gets his first frame. He's had a lot of long days so far. It's his first game. It's nice to get that first one out of the way.
You notice when Jordan throws the ball, again, nice and smooth, rolls the ball well. He gets really good wrist action into a shot. You can really see him snap that right hand and turn his hand from left to right to get the backup motion of the ball.
Just a power shot too. Ooh, that could have went a little thick.
Good carry.
I thought it was going to kick it.
Yeah. Did you hear the sound of those pins? Hey, that's the ball working hard on those pins. You throw that ball dead, it could be a head pin split or a
So he
chop
wins
off.
the first frame. Second frame now needs a spare.
Good shot there. So spare.
Good solid finishing position at the line.
Nice
Back
start.
foot
Strike
behind
spare
him.
in 2 frames.
It's nice to get a couple marks to begin a game.
Yeah.
It's when you go head pin, you start
You
putting
know
pressure.
Jordan's going to be
He's-
comfortable here. He won the TPC this year.
Yeah.
After playing 2 qualifying shifts and then playing. You played a lot of games here in some tight matches. So
Actually, we've got the winners of the first 2
That's right.
cash tournaments of the year in Calgary at the Open and the TPC here in Edmonton, playing head to head. So guys know how to finish off, right?
Ooh, a little tight.
Got that one out in the lane a little bit more.
Okay, another. Oh no, he still can spare it.
2 chop offs in a row for Bryan.
And then with that speed, typically, like I bowl here, and I'm pretty close to the same speed as Bryan. I don't get a lot of chop offs like that here.
Yeah. I like to say Bryan's one that has to roll the ball. The further the ball gets out in the lane, the less stuff he has on it. The ball still may be turning, but it's not flush like he'd like it. Good timing for that airplane to go by. Or was that a car? The car that went by or something?
I don't think he heard it though. I mean, that's a part of being a competitive bowler. You have to focus when there's noise and distractions.
As little as outside distractions as you can.
Yeah,
There we
that
go.
was much better. He wasn't trying to place the ball right.
So 15 count there for Bryan.
And
So
2 frames for Jordan.
Yeah,
2 frames
down
for
2-0.
Jordan.
So important to get a quick start. You guys who start the first 3 frames really well really have an advantage, right? And then, of course, the winners of the carryovers, too. Those seem to be the two big things.
I don't like getting carryovers, but if you need to be in a carryover, you need to
That
be
was
in a
a
carryover.
great
much
shot.
better shot. Yeah, you saw that one, right? Almost as soon as he released it, you could see there was on the right side of the pocket, and it was a bomb walk away
Yeah,
on that.
he was starting to walk
Yeah.
away from that before the
Yeah.
ball even got to the pins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jordon will need to strike to carry over that frame.
Jordan only played the Autumn Open and TBC this year.
That's a good shot.
Really good shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I
first carryover.
played with Jordan in one of his qualifying shifts at the TPC here, and it was just like this watching him play. And you know, he was dialed in and focused and averaged the 301, and it was just a treat to watch him play.
Yeah.
You know, all these guys. I mean, they're big shooters. They can all play.
Like I say,
at
that
that
to make it into the top 12, you're throwing a lot of tournaments and you're throwing a lot of strikes, right?
That's
Great
a
shot.
bomb.
There.
Shot. Exact same
Yeah.
spot.
Oh.
Exact same spot.
That is pretty to watch.
All three shots, basically. Or all four shots.
All right, early pressure on Bryan here. He's going to be down in pinfall and needs to not lose the carryover.
Stay with them.
Keep that back foot down and get that good roll on the ball. See that back leg up in the air?
That's because I was thinking it might come back, but okay, that's another frame for Jordan.
So we're at 4 frames for Jordan
Up
now.
a quick 4 frames there, yeah.
Brian came back in his last
He
one, so
did.
he's got to be
Yeah, he
thinking.
does.
Yeah, it's not over, right? Yeah, he did come back in his last one. He was
Well,
down 5-2, and came back and won 5-5, and won the total pinfall. So
Well,
it's
you
not
know what?
over.
You can't win a big cash tournament like the Autumn Open in Calgary
Yeah.
by giving up early.
No,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
spare.
it's a spare. And it's the-
Both these guys are first time on the TV and Tour Championship production.
Yeah.
It's a new experience.
Mark, you bowled on TV. How did that feel?
It was something I dreamed of
Yeah.
for when I was young, and to give these guys that opportunity is pretty special, I think. Because a lot of these guys, had been there. A lot of these guys never had a chance to do any of that.
Yeah.
And I love the experience.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there was two circuits, right? You had the CPC championships and you had a TSN
And the
championships.
TSN championships.
Unfortunately, you know, funding or whatever reason, it just hasn't happened. So now there's nothing left. So for the WCBT, this is as big as it gets for 5-pin bowling in Canada from a cash side of things.
Yeah.
There was a couple of big, team events and tournaments, but individually, this is as big as it gets.
Yep.
Ontario sort of has a club tour. Sure, we
Yeah.
give them tons of credit, but the WCBT is, and-
Mark, you want to give a shout out to our sponsors? We're talking about the people that help the tournaments and things like that. You want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors here?
Well, we actually have Robert Gallagher here from Heartland. He's doing the announcing,
Right.
and the Canadian Brewhouse is the sponsor this year. We have a charity, Karen Pilon Donor Awareness Foundation, A&B Express, Brad Wilton. 5-Pin Universe is a sponsor. Oh,
Whoa.
Jordan looked like he got a little quickie there.
Yeah, he was certainly out of sorts when he got to the foul line.
I think you just want to bury the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got the chance there. He's got a head pin in 5 with 13 count, so you just want to.
Well, that's the tough part about adrenaline. In a game like this, you speed one part of your body up, which can be the feet, and your arm swing doesn't catch up, or you can try to go nice and easy, and then you can try to jam the ball. Right? You got to have everything going at the same time.
So
He's
Jordan
gotta
needs the
clean
head
this
pin.
up to win the frame.
Yeah, he needs the head pin to at least carry it over. Got it? Okay, so we got a
wanted to go.
carryover.
Okay, carry over.
Oh, it gave it to him. The scoreboard gave it to him there.
Just doing score correction.
So
There we
Jordan
go.
leading the way in 6th frame. Put a little bit of pressure on.
Oh, that was better.
And
Really
back
good
to his
shot.
bomb. Back to a good shot. Way to regroup. right?
There's nothing wrong with throwing the ball and being a little quick, but your legs got to move with you. If you don't have them in sync going at the same time, it's not going to work out for you very well.
Timing's all out of whack.
As long as you got a good finishing position at the line, there's nothing wrong with being a little quick. I think Dexter proved that. Okay, big response from Bryan here. No, that back leg was way up in the air.
This seems a little off.
Yeah,
Yeah, another 2 frames. That would be enough to win the match.
that would be enough to win the match.
So our top seeds are coming out strong. Ooh, I thought he'd break off the side. Actually, with Dexter's win last match, he'll be the all-time skins leader. Yeah, and with more to go yet.
Yeah.
That was that's a big one.
We have a couple stats here. All-time high average, Mike Herbert 308. He's only played once. Mitch Davies 299.67. He's played 3 times. Brad Rusnak 293 twice. And Mike Lacusi will be 4th with 290 in 4 games.
Yeah, that year Mike Herbert only bowled the one game with his 308 and lost. He started, I think, did he start with 6 in a row and lost? Because Mike
had a
Lancashire
7-bagger.
started with a 7-bagger, so he won the 6-frame carryover and Mike Herbert was done.
Yeah. All about timing, right?
It's timing.
Okay, Brian, clean it all up here.
So what now for Bryan? I mean, he's obviously tough here. Are we looking forward to tournaments coming forward, or you go back and practice? I mean,
I mean, right now
successful
you have
year.
$300 in the pocket
Yeah.
here that you can win. So
Yeah. So that's the thing. So don't give up. It's not over. You've got 3 frames left. 8, 9, 10.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So win a few $100.
He got the big 15, forces Jordon to get a mark. Now, in previous matches, we found when the person has shut the other player out, they've let up a little bit. Right? So we'll see what Jordon does here.
That's right. Once you've got a 1.
Yeah.
That was a good ball again.
He threw.
Look
he,
any different.
he threw a bomb.
Just a bomb. Yeah.
Okay, another frame for Jordan.
We say that lots in this sport is bombs, but really that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're throwing an absolute bomb.
These guys are a little different pace than the last match.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's unless we had Anseth out here.
Yeah, not many matches will be on the pace of that last match.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's just smooth.
Same spot.
Yeah. Another good shot.
Just consistent. Same roll, same shot.
The first 2 ones that he threw, remember how thick they were? He sort of is an inch over now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Right?
he's more
right
flush in the
pocket.
pocket.
It's
Flush
just
in the pocket.
it's
I
just a
don't think
perfect shot.
he hasn't crossed one over the left side that I.
I think he won.
Did he get
Right.
one? Okay.
But
See.
There you go, Brian.
See
Good
Brian's
shot.
back foot there. The back foot was down and the toe was sliding along the approach with him. That lifts his upper body out, and again he's able to reach his ball out to his target much better. Maybe that's something that when he looks back at this he can watch. And mind you, he's a good bowler. Right?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
So
good job,
he's
Coach
probably going
Lynn.
to feel what some of his mistakes have been.
Yeah.
That's a
And
great
there,
shot.
too. Yeah, interesting. I guess Lynn, as a coach, and you've watched enough bowlers and given enough opinions and thoughts and stuff, that you can pick out those little things.
You know what? I love watching bowlers, and everybody's got that one little thing that's key and really important to their shot, right? But you got
everybody's different, too.
You got to know your own game. There's left side.
Left side.
Just because I said it last time, right?
Yeah, sure, Lynn. Do you want to see this now?
All bombs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a 2-frame carryover right now.
And Jordon will finish the game first. So
Well, this would be 3.
Yeah.
This would be for 3 frames. 10 frames for 3 frames.
Right.
They tie the 10th, then they'll get 1.5 each.
354 max if he bangs out. Oh, a little bit thick.
Going for the string pull? No.
Yeah, he was trying to talk that one
He's
into
got
it.
good roll on that
Yeah,
ball.
sure.
Just again, the
Fingers.
sound of the pins and the way they
Yeah,
snap out of
he
there.
was-
Well, even if you're playing well and thick on the Oh, you got that roll.
Oh,
just
yeah.
You know it's going to break
Yeah.
somehow.
It's one thing to watch the bowler and everything, but the bowler knows when the ball comes off his fingers and it's got good roll.
Oh, you laid it.
Oh, you got the skinny one.
Got
Dropped
it,
it down just a hair.
got it going away.
That's
yeah.
what we make the joke about.
Wow, we're getting lots of
having some big ones.
300 games and some
Yeah,
great
it's-
bowling out
It's
here.
great to see. These guys are so good, and the lane conditions are just marvelous for them to be able to throw.
Yeah, the lanes are great.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 28 count.
28 counts.
320.
Like I said, do you know
Great game.
there was some money in the puck there for Bryan? So you know, a 30 count here going home. Make a couple of dollars for dinner or something tonight, right?
That's good.
Ooh, okay.
Similar kind of break to Jordan's.
Spare it up and get the strike to win the carryover. 236 max. If he goes spare strike.
Yep.
There you go. Spare.
Spare
Okay,
now
strike
needs a
to win
strike
that
for the
too.
$300 ball coming up.
Do you ever think about the money when you're up there, Lynn? You thinking about how much money you can win with that shot? Or you just thinking
Maybe in between games or certain parts of the turn. But when I'm actually bowling, I never thought about the money. It was all execution and positive thoughts.
Oh.
That was the flippage.
Yeah.
Good game, guys. Okay, Jordon Schuss with 320 and all 10 frames, and
Yep.
Bryan Hirst 226. Another exciting match there. Some really good bowling. We had our number 2 seed Jordon Schuss come out and shoot a 320 against Bryan Hirst for 226, and Jordon was fortunate enough to get all 10 frames there. So he played really well. It looked like he was throwing some bombs.
We're seeing some big scores out here. People are able to run some strikes and again winning the carryovers. It's a great bowling by Jordon. You know, we had 2 people that have both won cash tournaments at the start of the year playing there. I thought the match was going to be a little closer score-wise, but it's those carryovers. You know, you got to win those carryovers. So again, we move on to the next match, and we got number 3.
Yep, number 3, we got Greg DeGrazia
Right.
playing our number 10 seed Eric Chose from Wetaskiwin. Greg's from Thunder Bay.
Greg from Thunder Bay, and Mark, you've had some personal experience bowling against Greg in the 2010 Nationals. You won the team gold event, and you were also Alberta singles rep that year, and played in the stepladder final for the Canadian singles title. And so you know Greg's got game.
Yep.
And Greg's, I love watching Greg because you don't know whether he's punched a 3-pin and opened the frame or he's on an 8-bagger. He never changes. His demeanor's the same all the time. And he just throws a great ball.
And Greg was on the show 2 years ago, I believe, and he had 3 sets of aces in 5 frames, so I'm sure he's looking for a little redemption for sure.
Yeah, and he's going against Eric, who put on a great performance. It's his first match. And I know, like you said, Eric was looking for redemption from previous years, so I'm sure they're going to have a great match.
For sure.
There you go.
Okay, let's take a few moments to acknowledge our sponsors, and thanks for all your support over the year.